Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a really good short-term project that has a high potential to pump in the short term, and this project is called DeFi land or the DFL token, right? Again, as always, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website defiland.app in order to learn more about this project, right? And if you guys want to know how I figure out low market cap cryptos that has a potentially high chance of pumping in the short term, then you need to watch till the end of this video so that I'll tell you this technique that I figure out that you can use to make some really good short-term gains in the future, right? So watch till the end of this video to find out that technique. But before we talk about DeFi, I want to talk to you guys about Gerrit.io. Gerrit.io, if you guys don't already know, is one of the major centralized exchanges that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on other major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Gerrit.io account right now and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? If you don't already have a Gerrit account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up a Gerrit account today, and by doing so you get the following benefits. You can first of all go to the website and see that you can buy, sell and trade crypto, as well as look at the price information of several cryptocurrencies from their platform, which is pretty cool. You can also earn passive income using their Earn tab, where you can basically lend out your small market cap cryptos or stake them or provide liquidity or use their dual investment strategies to make some really good short-term gains on these passive cryptocurrency opportunities while you're waiting for your crypto to pump, right? If you're a person who wants to buy, sell and trade NFTs, but you don't want to pay the exorbitant gas fees like on Ethereum, you can actually use their NFT trading platform, which they have, where you can buy, sell and trade high quality NFTs without having to pay little to no gas fees on any of the trades that you make, right? If you're a person who wants to buy cryptocurrencies at the lowest possible price point, then you might want to go to their startup page where they have thoroughly vetted projects that get listed on Gerrit.io as well as other exchanges, and you can get a hold of them right before they even get listed on Gerrit.io, right? So as you can see, they have a whole host of tools and information that will help you to earn some passive income in your cryptocurrencies in the midterm, short term as well as long term, right? So if you don't already have a Gerrit account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up a Gerrit account today, and by doing so you not only get the benefits that we discussed right now, but you'll also get a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on their platform, right? And you'll only get that by using the link in the description, so use that link right away, and by doing so you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank in advance. So going back to the DeFi land platform, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money onto this token, right? So what is DeFi land? DeFi land is a multi-chain agricultural simulation game created to gamify decentralized finance. Our game will have all the features that traditional platforms have, but it will be gathered all in one place. So what is DeFi land? They are basically a multi-chain agriculture simulation game that is focused on gamifying the decentralized finance space, right? So that's the main focus of this platform. And what they do is their game has multiple different features that brings all the tools that you're used to in a DeFi world into one single place on their platform, right? So you can basically if you have basically used a platform specifically for gaming, another platform for borrowing and lending, another platform for staking, what this game does is they basically combine all of these different platforms into one specific platform, which is on their game, and you can access all of these features in their single game, right? So that's the benefit of this platform. Players will be able to start playing the game for free, grind their way up to a play to earn tier, compete with others, craft, trade, and more. So what players will basically earn from this is that they will be able to start playing the game for free because it's a free to play game, and they'll be able to grind all the way up to a play to earn tier, which will help them to earn income while they're playing the game, along with the fact that you can compete with others, craft, as well as trade and do so many more cool things on that platform, right? So just like any other platform, they have their own native token called the DFL token, which is the utility token that's used for the following benefits. So you basically can compete, bet, and tip with the token. You can also trade in-game assets and NFTs with this token as well, and use it for governance words to determine how network resources are allocated. So those are some of the main benefits of this token, right? So what makes DeFi land unique? So why would you choose to put your money onto this token compared to any other token, right? So here they are stating that the amazing thing about a project is that we aren't closed or creating closed ecosystem for our game, as you may have seen in other protocols. We didn't want to create new environment, but accelerate, gamify, and improve already existing ones. So one of the things that they're trying to do is that they are aware that different ecosystems are closed and they don't really allow for multiple different interactions necessarily. Even though some platforms are trying to do their best to do so, it's still pretty much a closed DeFi environment for different dApps, right? What they plan to do is that they're trying to create an open environment where anyone can use any of their platforms or protocols in order to make money. Let's say, for example, if you want to stake, you will find a staking option in the platform, right? If you want to play games, you can do that. If you want to play to earn, you can do that. If you want to lend or borrow or use other DeFi accessibilities, you can use that from their single platform, which makes it an open environment, right? You can also basically use existing tools from other DeFi platforms onto the protocol. They don't want to create anything new and confuse people. They're basically optimizing existing tools and improving gaming as well as DeFi accessibility by using existing and tested tools from the DeFi space onto their platform, right? So those are the two main benefits of using this platform. DeFi land will be running on top of established platforms, meaning users will be using well-known AMMs, DEXs, and lending protocols through the game. So obviously, as I said, they're not creating something from scratch, so you don't have to worry about providing liquidity specifically for this tool or use the AMMs or DEXs from this new tool that is completely isolated from other platforms. They're actually integrating multiple different known and well popularized platforms into their protocol so that you can actually use the same convenient tools that you're used to all in one place, right? For example, when a user here they're saying that when a user plays yield farming on a game, one will automatically or actually be used using different pools and staking platforms through our interface. In DeFi land, each asset will represent a currency. For example, in our demo, Sol is sunflower, USDC is corn, Cope is pumpkin. So what they're trying to do is that they're trying to create different names for the same assets. Let's say, for example, you can find that they have used sunflower as Sol and corn as USDC and pumpkin as scope. So these are all some of the examples that they've used in a demo that they are trying to mimic the actual assets, right, with different names. These assets will be used to do the same activities as traditional DeFi offers, as well as various different things we are about to reveal. DeFi land is an ambitious game loaded with quite a few remarkable features. So one of the things that they're trying to do is they're trying to use these new naming systems within their game to reveal some cool features that they're about to unlock in the future, as well as the fact that they are trying to create an ambitious game that will have much more remarkable features in the future that they're trying to implement, right? So clearly it's in the early stages, so there's going to be lots of new features that will be coming to this platform pretty soon, right? So our game will be launched in two versions, as version 1.0 is coming out this summer, while 2.0 is planned to be delivered at the start of 2022. So clearly this is information that is meant for people who are watching this in 2021. Currently they already have their version 2.0 already. The version 1.0 was obviously launched in early to mid 2021, and then the version 2.0 was launched early this year, which is currently in play. It will be available for web as well as mobile phone users. All the game designs and mechanics are experimental and will be reiterated many times. So clearly they have multiple features that are coming for both mobile as well as web versions as well, and they're trying to implement new things which are still in the beta format, so they're trying to reiterate that to everyone so that everybody is understanding that they're using a beta version, not a full version, right? DeFi Land version 1, relaxing sounds, intuitive user interface, pleasing environment, and version 1 will feature the basic functionality of decentralized finance protocols, including swap, liquidity providing, staking and yield farming, governance, customizable lands, educational land, which is in practice mode, as well as achievements. So clearly they're having multiple features that are available in version 1, including swaps, liquidity pools, and so on and so forth, all the things that are on the list, right? So DeFi Land version 2, as mentioned, our game will have 2 releases, as version 2 is planned to come out in the start of 2022, which is already here. Version 2 will include features that will finalize our product or project as a all-in-one gamified experience. So they're trying to have version 2 as an all-in-one gaming experience platform, which includes crafting, multiplayer competitions, lending and borrowing, NFT marketplace, interactive chat, quests, NPCs, and breeding various fun mini games, Ethereum, Terra, and Binance Smart Chain land. So clearly they're trying to obviously become multi-chain because they are a multi-chain platform, and all these features were already launched early this year, right? So these are some of the quick highlights of the DeFi Land project, which you can technically take advantage of if you're trying to get into this platform, right? So going to the site itself, which is defiland.app, if you go to this website, they have first of all a very simple and elegant website which has a lot of gamification kind of themes to it. So gamified decentralized finance, so as we saw, they are basically a gamified DeFi platform, which is an amalgamation of both of them, right? You can click the play button to play this platform, or you can click buy to buy this token. You can access their social media information, which is already here. So what they're offering you is aggregating different protocols. So they have multiple different DeFi assets and protocols linked in one platform. They're providing gamified experience, which will offer users an option to not only play the game but also access DeFi as well as the fact that they're having unique NFTs which are already available right now, and they're using play to earn as a mechanism to drive people to their platform, right? So these are all the 4 main components here. So roadmap wise, you can clearly see that they are already in they've already completed all the information in Q2 of 2022. Q3 and Q4 is still pending. I think we're already in Q4 right now, so they should technically be making all the features available as they mentioned in the roadmap, but it seems like they haven't updated their website, right? So you can clearly see, you can meet the team here. All of these are semi or pseudo anonymous people. You can search them on Twitter. They don't really have their full actual profiles yet, but they have their Twitter account links, as well as you can search for the names in LinkedIn to get some more information, right? Clearly they're pseudo anonymous, which is kind of like concerning, but at the same time overall it's good as well, because they're not trying to focus on people to follow a particular platform. It's a fully decentralized platform, so they want people to focus on the platform and not the founders itself, right? So investors wise, they have some pretty good investors, well-known investors who invest in this project. The noteworthy ones are Alameda Research, Gerard.io Labs, as well as Cairo Ventures, MXC, Coin 98 Coin Ventures, FTX has also invested in this project. They've also have Animoca Brands, which is a big name in the crypto space, and several other like Anchor Protocol, NGC Ventures as well, and Solana Foundation. So all of these are big investors in the crypto space who have invested in this project, right? So that's pretty good to know. If you scroll further below, you can see the social media information as well as some cool graphics here and there, right? So pretty elegant and easy to understand website. In the top right corner, if you go to the top and search for that, you can see home, about, roadmap, team, investors, staking, rarity, as well as dark. So all of these relate to some of the new NFTs that they launched recently. So that's something that you can basically have access to from their platform, right? So going to CoinMarketCap page for this token is currently ranked 1037th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and it's currently trading at less than 1 cent per token. In fact, it's trading at $0.0013 per token, which is significantly smaller than 1 cent. And the token has had a mild increase in the past 24 hours, and this is just about 0.27% in the past 24 hours, right? So clearly this token is slightly going in the upward direction. When it comes to the platform itself, it is a Solana based platform, which is why you have the reference to Sol as opposed to Ethereum or BNB, right? So this is a Solana based project. It's one of the reasons why FTX has basically invested in this project, which is a good thing, right? So you can find the Sol contract address here. As you can see, the tags also mention that this platform has marketing, agriculture, art, education, collectibles, and it's also an Alameda research portfolio, which is also a big venture capitalist who is known for who's known for investing in multiple different high quality projects in the crypto space. They're also a part of the Animoca brands portfolio, which is mentioned in the drop as well, and it's a part of the Solana ecosystem. So clearly it's a good quality project that's part of the Solana ecosystem, right? So if you look at the market cap, it's only $3.4 million in market cap at the time I'm making this video, which is extremely small, which makes this token a Nano-Cap token, right? So the token is also having a good decent volume in the past 24 hours, about $585,000, and this number has actually increased about 180.46% in the past 24 hours. So clearly this token is getting some new eyeballs that are basically purchasing this token, which is why the token is starting to go up when it comes to its price point. So this is a good thing to know, because people are seemingly trying to buy this project, and they're starting to buy this project, which is why it's still less than 1% increase in the past 24 hours, right? And the trading volume is also quite decent for a project that's relatively brand new. And you can clearly see that the sticker price is also encouraging people to buy more of this token, right? So that's a good thing. When it comes to tokenomics, now is where we come to the negative sections of this token. The token has a max supply of 9.7 billion tokens, which is such a huge number. And despite that, it has a decent circulating supply of 26% of the tokens, which are currently in circulation. So this finally explains why this token has a very low sticker price. And also, if you see, the token is definitely going to face some significant price dumping, because a lot of new tokens will get dumped into the market after the staking period is over. So that's going to push the price of this token lower. So you need to be very careful about that, right? So since the token supply is so huge, there's no real scarcity built in the system, which means unfortunately this token is not going to be a good mid to long term token to hold, which is why right from the beginning I mentioned that this is a really good short term token to hold, right? So that's the main negative of this project. When it comes to price itself, you can clearly see that the tokenomics based price lumping has already affected this token price drastically. In fact, initially the token was worth 31 cents as of 25th of November 2021, and then it reached its all-time high immediately after that, crossing close to 45 cents per token on the very same year, and then kind of declined instantly, reaching a price of about 13 cents per token as of 12th of December 2021. Then it had a brief pump reaching 17 cents, and then it started declining again, reaching its all-time lows of about $0.005 per token, and from there now it's reaching its current all-time lows, which is at $0.0013 per token, right? So currently this token is at its all-time low, which means it's definitely a good time to buy this token. If you're trying to buy this token, it's definitely a very risky project, because you can clearly see that it didn't really make any good short-term moves, and as I said, a lot of people are probably dumping this token, which is why this token has pretty much been at its all-time low, right? I think this token can go even lower. It will probably go at $0.0009 per token, which is going to be coming pretty soon. So if you're trying to buy this token, I suggest you to wait and buy it at an even more lower price point. And at the same time, I don't want you guys to focus on buying a large amount of this token, because it's not going to be worth it, because it is extremely high risk. There are lots of projects that have slightly lower risk and better return opportunity, but this token is definitely going to be high risk, high reward category for the short term, right? So a lot of people ask me how much money I recommend them to put in this token, right? So for that, I'm going to give 3 scenarios: a safe option, a slightly risky option, as well as a degen play. The safer option for this token, surprisingly, I'm only going to suggest the safer method of just $10 into this token. So I'm not going to recommend any more than $10, because the $10 is still a good point to test the waters for this token, because if you see at this price point, you're still going to get like 7,300 tokens, because it's still at its all-time low, right? But I would not recommend you to put this $10 at this price point. I would suggest you to wait for a bit, wait for this token to go even lower, which I think it will go at around $0.009 0.0009 dollars per token, and at that price point, if you put $10, you'll probably get maybe 14,000 tokens or even more, right? So not at this price point, but a slightly lower price point, this, right? So if you buy this token at a slightly lower price point, you'll probably get close to 14,000 tokens, and I think this token has a huge potential to cross at least 20 to 30x easily, right? And I think it can easily make close to 50x if you're lucky, but I will say probably like 30x being the conservative amount, right? So if it makes a 30x, you can easily make like $300 with a $10 investment, right? Which is not that much, but it's still pretty good because this token is a very risky token, so you need to put in as low as possible to get the highest value in returns, right? So if you put in $10 at the lowest risk option, and if it does 30x, you'll get $300 in pure profit, right? So what's the next riskier amount that I suggest you to put? If you're trying to take a little bit more risk, you can put in maybe $50 into this token. A $50 token investment would give you $36,000, 36,000 tokens at this price point, but if you wait a little bit longer, it'll probably give you 60,000 or even more when this token goes a little bit lower. So if you put in $50, you'll probably get 60,000 or more tokens in a few more days. And when this token does a 30x, you'll probably get, so you'll probably get a $150 gain, which is pretty easy to $1,500 in gains, which is pretty easy to get, right? So that's definitely something that you can easily make, $1,500 with a $50 investment, which is pretty easy to make, right? If you're trying to go in the degen level, that's when I would suggest you to put $100. Again, a lot of people can put $100 easily, but I would not recommend you put $100 that easily into this token because it's a very high risk token, so you need to be very careful with that. If you put in $100, you're taking a degen stance here because you'll probably get 73,200 tokens at the time of making this video, or you'll probably get close to maybe 140,000 tokens if this token goes even lower, right? So when that happens and this token does 30x, you'll probably make $3,000 easily with a $100 investment, right? So clearly that's going to be the three price opportunities that you can get into this token. I'd probably suggest you to go less than $100 if you're trying to play with this token, and if you don't know what you're doing, definitely don't put more than $10, but this is fully up to you because again, this is not financial advice, right? So when it comes to markets itself, you can first of all see that this token is available already in a couple of very good decent exchanges, which is why I'm saying that this is a really good short-term play, because some of the high quality exchanges, which includes Garrett.io, FTX, as well as Bybit and MEXC, have listed this token. So clearly this is not a very scammy token, so don't have to worry about this token being a scam, because clearly FTX has not only invested in this project, but they've also listed this token as well, right? So it's a good exchange, top tier 1 exchange, so definitely it's a good project to look into, but I wouldn't really put too much money into this token, right? You can also buy this token from Radium, which is probably the best place to buy this token from because it's a decentralized Solana based DEX, but at the same time I wouldn't really recommend any decentralized exchanges on Solana because Solana does face outages every once in a while. So if you are trying to buy a huge volume of this token, which I wouldn't recommend, then you can focus on getting it from a centralized exchange rather than a decentralized exchange, right? So Garrett.io, FTX, Bybit and MEXC are my best centralized exchange recommendations to buy this token from, and Radium is the best decentralized exchange to get this token from. And as you can already see, there's multiple different arbitrage token trading opportunities which you can also take advantage of to make some quick cash for this token, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has some really good benefits as risk risk benefit analysis. So if you see here, this token has a low sticker price point, which means a lot of people will be willing to buy this token easily, especially newbies. It's backed by Animoca brands, as well as the fact that Alameda Research and FTX have not only invested in this project, but FTX has already listed this project. It's also a very, very low Nano-Cap project. It has less than $5 million in market cap, so it can easily pump to another 30 to 50x easily, but I'm using 30x as a conservative guesstimate. It's a really good short-term play because it can make some really, really good gains in the short term, but again, not a good long-term or mid-term play, right? So those are the benefits here. when it comes to issues, this token has a huge tokenomics, poor tokenomics because it has huge token supply. The max supply is close to 10 billion tokens, and about 28% of the tokens are already in circulation, which means there's going to be a lot more tokens that will be dumped into the market, especially considering the fact that they have a staking program. A lot of people are going to stake it, and once they get the staking rewards, they're going to dump it on the market, which will push the price of this token lower, right? So clearly this is not a long-term sustainable project to invest in. It's just a short-term, quick returns with a good risk to reward ratio, and it's a good project to definitely focus on for the next 3 to 5 months from now, right? So now to talk about the most important step, how would I figure out this high quality low market cap token for the short term? So for that, if you go to CoinMarketCap's page for them, you can first of all see CoinMarketCap gives you multiple different opportunities to do research on, and one of the many ways by which I use CoinMarketCap is that I'll search for specific exchanges, right? So when you search for Bybit, you can basically see a specific dedicated page for Bybit, which talks about a lot of information about Bybit. Bybit is a very high quality centralized exchange that has a lot of low market cap tokens that they list right before any major centralized exchange can list them. So when I go to this page, I search in the right hand corner for the pairs, and out of pairs I choose USDT because USDT is the most popular pair for any cryptocurrency, and they provide you with the list of tokens that they have available for trading. And on the price, I kind of click the price to sort it from lower price to higher price. I always choose for lower price projects because lower price obviously attracts a lot of newbies. If it's a token that's less than 1 cent or at least less than $1, then more newcomers will be willing to buy those tokens because it's a cheaper sticker price, right? So they don't really understand the concept of market cap to the price difference. So they mostly choose tokens that have an extremely low sticker price. And of that, I was literally going through each and every one. And when I went through each and every one, I found DeFi Land, which is here at number 12. And here you can clearly see that they have the sticker price as well as the volume, the depth, as well as the liquidity percentages as well. So these provided really good information for me to do some peripheral analysis. And then I went to DeFi Land's CoinMarketCap page as well as the website to do some more in-depth research, and I found that this is a really good short-term project that I need to bring to your attention, right? So this is the main technique that I used to figure out this particular token. Obviously, there's no guarantee that this token will get a Binance or Coinbase listing, but it's definitely possible. I don't really think it will get a Binance or Coinbase listing anytime soon or in the future, but it definitely has gotten an FTX exchange listing, which means there's a possibility but not a guarantee, right? And I think this token has some really good backing, so it is a definitely good short-term play that you can take advantage of, but not a good long-term play, right? So you need to be very careful with that. So now that I mentioned this technique to you, this is one of the many techniques that I use to filter out good quality tokens from crap quality tokens. So if you like this technique, please hit the like button as well as subscribe and ping the notification bell if you need to get high alpha like this from our channel. We make videos on an everyday basis, so if you want to get into the process of becoming rich quick, you can basically subscribe to this channel and ping the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos that we make, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.